That's right. We head to the west coast of the US, to California, to the Laguna Seca Raceway, or the WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. It's an 11-corner circuit, an FIA Grade 2, opened in 57, with a construction cost of only $1.5 million US. It hosts many events like the IndyCar, the IMSA WeatherTech, the Rolex Motorsports Reunion, the Pirelli World Challenge, and this is where we race today. The Corkscrew 2-story drop out at 8 and 8A. They're considered the same corner, with Captain Risky on top tonight. Let's see how he takes to this race as we go to the main event. Thank you, Aubrey, for liking the stream and your support tonight. We're about to get things rough and ready. Risky on that front slot. Next to Noodles, the two Bruce Howell guys take this thing away, and we get going here tonight. So the two teammates, they really can. It's actually turn 2, the Andretti hairpin. They can block some runs. Rangeraus, though, on the outside of Noodles, looking for a way through, but he's been forced back in behind, and he gets back on with the race at hand. But it's going to be a cluster of Nissans in the middle, just searching for room. You saw Groover there on the outside, almost oversteering himself into the desert sand, and I think he's losing a few positions because of that. We're on board with Zed. He's up to 7th. We've got 28 laps, and they have only one set of those super softs to use. The guys at the back, remember, GT King Motors 560 and Fubble Trouble, they all decided to start on the medium, of which everyone has unlimited sets, but they can use the quicker tyre at a better time. Norm, though, side by side up to the Corkscrew, and Razor loses out, I think, and Zed's going to squeeze on through, but that door quickly closes on him, and Mike joins the train. 4 cars now fighting for the top 5 as the group ahead starts to build a bit of a buffer zone. Twitchy GT having a great start as well. Remember, he needs his first points in the championship. He'll be looking to get that tonight. But welcome along. If you're just joining us, lap 2. My name's Josh, here on Demo 1 Garage, the founder and lead and co-commentator here. And we have the RaceOnOz GT Sports Sunday League. This is season 14. They have a different car every season. And while some of the big names like Keaton and Mid-Matt aren't here this season, there's definitely some early favourites starting to shine through. Captain Risky, Noodles, Ranger being 3 of them. Now this midfield battle. Zed's up to 6th. He's got that pace. He's got that drive as well. The Selby team will be happy with the way things are working. It's Mike and Razor, though. Drag racing. Up towards turn 6. And the Paglian driver gets through. Razor goes back into 8th for now. Long way to go. Just look at the cars squeal and squirm under braking as they get ready to take on the Corkscrew. Groove looks like he's getting back into a bit of a rhythm. He's down there in 11th, and he's looking for his passage past Apex. So far unsuccessful, but he's got a long way to go. But don't forget, if you want to support us, hit up buymeacoffee.com/Demo1Garage. It's similar to Patreon, but it's even better. There's more payment providers, and I get more of the money. So if you'd like to do that, you're more than welcome to. But if you can't do that, one of the best ways is to just hit the like button, share it around if you've got friends that you know love sim racing, and also follow us as well. Don't forget, we've got plenty of racing coming up this week. The cold is gone, so there's no chance of me not doing anything. We've got an action-packed week, actually. Tomorrow morning, we've got SFR. We've got RaceOnOz ACC on Tuesday night. Go to Woe on Wednesday. We've got 2 events on Thursday. SOP in the morning, and the Next Generation Contenders Cup that evening. We have the ACC RaceOnOz Endurance Championship on Saturday, and on Sunday we've got round 3 of this, which is at Mount Panorama Bathurst. But Twitchy's been putting the pressure on, hasn't he? Ranger and Noodles this time. It was Ranger and Risky last week who were at each other's throats constantly towards the end of that race at Brands Hatch, but it's the other Bruce Hale Racing driver's turn this time, and Noodles is in the hot seat as Twitchy follows on. But don't forget, if you're watching us, how are we? Let us know who you're barracking for. A little wide there from both of them is Twitchy. He almost found a way through there. So they've got to be careful. Twitchy will take the opportunities. I like to differentiate. Yeah, I can't even say that word. Differentiate. I like to make myself different from other commentators. I like to call it social commentary. Whereas I don't want to ignore your messages. I want to talk to you. So, yeah, if you've got an opinion on something in the race, you've seen something happen, don't be shy to yell out. Lotus 560 and GT King. There's something interesting happening here between these two. GT King inside line, and Motors will fall back. So, it's GT King's turn to get through. So there you can see in the bottom left, SM Sports Mediums and Motors on the same tyre as well. This thing's going off down the back. They've got their own little race happening. Fubble Trouble in the same situation. King gets massive drift on. Now, if you haven't seen the points, this is where it is in the championship at the moment. Noodles top of the ladder. Some of you might be saying, hey, MetalGear won the race last week. What's going on? He has been kicked because of behavioural issues. So he was stripped of the win and uninvited, so to speak. And it's Noodles leading. He's currently second, though, and he's doing a great job of holding up the pace. Twitchy's gotten through. I wonder what's happened to Rangeraus. He's back there a little ways off. He's fighting now with Norm. So, yeah, Ranger's had a bit of a backwards move. Don't know how you managed to do that. Must have gone off somewhere. Let's see if we can't work it out. There's a lot happening as these races go on and on and on. Well, it was before the second corner. So there's definitely something Ranger needs to work out now. Doing a great job. Mike in 7th position. He's on the tail end of this group. And they've been putting in some solid times at 1:38. It's a little off qualifying time, but you're not expecting qualifying times every lap, are you? And we jump to Norm, though. Can he match the pace of Ranger? We know Ranger's got a bit of pace. I wonder if Ranger's just been a little bit more aggressive, and that tyre wear's starting to hurt him a little bit. Through the first turn, into the second. We've got Zed down, having to put on a bit of a defensive move over Mike, because Mike saw an opportunity open. But as quickly as the seas parted, they were shut once again. So Mike needs to find a new key to open that door. Groover doing a great job. He was in 10th early on. He's up to 9th. And this time, it's him and Razor going neck and neck on each other around this iconic circuit. As we get the look from Razor's rear spoiler. Groover getting right up in there. He's matching pace. He's matching braking zones. He's doing a good job. It's just going to come down to a bit of strategy tonight. Looks like Razor's got a bit of confidence through turn 6 into 7. This is corner 8, corner 8A, so the corkscrew's considered one corner. Interestingly enough, I only just discovered that fact tonight. I had no idea. I thought it would have been 2 very different corners, but instead of 12, it's 11. Razor, though, he's got his defensive moves on. He's doing a good job at the moment. How long can he hold on? Or how ruthless can Groover be in his attacking? Can he find any more pace? And maybe take a few more spots in this one. Captain Risky, though. Classy drive early on. That buffer zone almost up to 4 seconds. That's going to come in very handy. And Twitchy GT, he's been on the move. He's up to 2nd now. So Noodles is now dropping backwards. It's the lowest he's been all night. But that's going to give Rangeraus a bit of boosted motivation to maybe come a knocking on the door of Noodles and move on by. But Twitchy is pulling out all stops now. We're going to maybe start seeing some stops soon. Let's just double check on the tyres. They're not too far gone yet. So let's see how long they will hold out for. It's going to be... That's an unknown for me. Their drivers will definitely know the tyre life around here. They would have done a lot of practice about that. Zed and Mike, though. These guys have... really separate them at the moment. So welcome along. Been going for 30 minutes. Got our first one in. Ranger. It's an early stop. The whole field will move up now. GT King and Motors go through. That's Ranger. We're still waiting for him to hit his spot. Yes, that's a long, long wait to get in. It's really weird the way GT Sport does its timings. Sometimes really long pit stops, long pits, take no time at all. And some of the really shortest ones, shorter ones, seem to take forever and a day. That's one of them that seems to take that long. So Ranger's getting on that medium and he's getting rid of it. Well, sorry, he's on the mediums now from here on in. Unlimited use of the mediums, and his soft tyre, the one tyre that is the quickest, he's used it. So Ranger finds himself at the back of the pack, but we look forward to Captain Risky, and we wonder, when will this man pit, and will there be an instant reaction from the likes of Twitchy and Noodles as we stick with them for the time being? Orange Juice, good to have you along on Twitch. Yes, the Skylines at Laguna. Got a good race starting to form here. Twitchy looks like he's starting to get a little bit ahead of Noodles now, so don't know where Twitchy's found all this extra pace, but once he got past Ranger and Noodles, he's come into his own now, so this is good. And Zed and Mike still glued together. There's not much between them. So what will be good for Twitchy earlier will be the first points of the season, so he'll be very happy about that if he can get that. Had, like I said, Ranger was the first driver to enter the pit lane. He got off those softs very early, so he must have must have been losing a lot of time. A lot more time than we're seeing his front runners do at the moment. Because we did check in with the usage of the tyres, and they really weren't that far gone. Alston Kurt, welcome along, Alston. It's good to see your name pop up. Welcome along. We're on lap 9 now. But I was asking earlier in the stream, and I'll ask it again, because these headphones seem to be annoying me tonight by muting and unmuting at whenever they want. Advice. I'm gonna need your advice. Wireless headphones. What should I get? I'd love to hear what you guys think. Yeah, where should I go? Wireless headphones, let me know in the comments. Even if you're watching this on replay, please leave a comment. If you've got some good wireless headphones, I'd love to know. And they need to have a fiber optic pass-through, or a connection at least. That's essential. So Daniel's gone for the GSP 370s. I have no idea what they are, but I will look into that. That's a lot of battery life. I bought myself a G305, this Logitech mouse, and off a couple of AA's, this thing's lasted me. I haven't had to change the battery. It's been excellent. It's my first wireless mouse in a long time. Mike, though, what a move! We were talking about PC peripherals, and Mike's just gone and done a great little move on Z. Let's have a look at the action. Didn't happen behind us, happened ahead of us. Look at this, he just saw the gap, went for it, was much later on the brakes. And yeah, was going to win that every day of the week, so well done Mike. He moves himself to 5th. No, he's back to 6th again. Where did it all go wrong for Mike? Where was it? Around, it's just coming into the corkscrew. Around, probably corner 6. He probably didn't have the pace that Zed could hold, but great battle through the corkscrew. A bit of rubbing and grinding, but we love that. We love that here at Demo 1. I know the crowd does as well. Risky still leading. That buffer zone, which was up to 4 seconds, it's 2.5 at the moment, so Noodles, he's put the pedal to the metal. He's back ahead of Twitchy GT now. And Noodles, like I said, won last week's race after the after the administrative action, I guess you could say, was taken. So Twitchy now trying to get it back. He had it, and it's going to hurt him to see it just run away on him like that. But I think Noodles must have been conserving some tyre life here, because they're getting close to halfway on the quicker tyre. And remember, they will need to use both compounds, but they can only use the faster compound once. So I don't know, Daniels, are those headphones you've talked about, are they a Logitech headphone? Because they seem to have some pretty good gear out at the moment. Mike also had that position that... Oh, Sennheiser, okay. I think they've... Well, I don't know. I've never used them, so I can't really defend them too much. But at least the Logitech mouse I bought I liked. I was a bit wary of it, but you know what? It's exactly what I wanted. It doesn't light up, but I didn't need it to. But I'm pretty pleased with the mouse. I think it was like $75. So, Razor, Groover, Apex, these three also been stuck together for some time, but Groove has been making waves down the backpack of the cars here because he started 10th and he's up to 8th, so he's made a few positions now, and he's looking to get another one. Side with Razor. That was a bit of great action. Don't know how Groover held it on. Razor did a great job as well. I think Razor was slowed a little because Apex has seen an opportunity. And he slots it up on the inside as they run towards turn 6 now. Apex gets ahead and Razor loses 2 spots in 2 corners. Never the best of days for him, but there's still time to fight it back. He's going to look for something up into the corkscrew. He'll have it up onto the second corner. Apex looks like he almost squeezed him out there. There could be a steward's inquiry into that. But we're loving the fighting that's happening at the moment. The leader is in. The rest respond. Risky and Twitchy and Noodles all in at the moment on lap 12. And Razor's going to do the same thing. Alrighty. So, just before halfway, we've seen some of the drivers pit now. We've got the likes of Mike, Groover, Apex, Motors continuing on. Motors was one of the drivers on the mediums. So, interesting choice for him to continue now. I think this would have been the best moment to get onto the quicker tyres, but we'll see if he goes in. Oh, obviously there's a big difference between a mouse and a headset. You're not wrong there. I think what I was trying to say was I was basing my knowledge on their products, by the one product that I have in my hand, and I used to have the G29, obviously from Logitech, and that was pretty good too. So, haven't been 2 very different products. I've been very happy with them, so I would assume the headsets aren't that bad. Now, sound quality. Now, there's audio files. I'm not an audiophile, so I'm not one of those people that can hear the difference, except if it's a bloody microphone. That's why I bought a good microphone. And I hope the audience watching not respects it, but can tell at least, because yeah, I think it makes a big difference if I was using just a tinny microphone over this proper one that I bought, especially when you're doing commentary as much as I do. So these guys, they're not giving it up, are they? They've been, like I said, stuck together now for some time. They're now leading this race, yet to take to the pit stop. I wonder, now if I look through the wording that I've been given for the tyre rule, and this whole time I've been talking, my headphones are not giving me any sound. I'm just, yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying when I can't hear what's happening, but anyway. One set of sports softs available, sports mediums mandatory. Alright, so there you go. It doesn't say how many laps, so I imagine if they could just do 1 lap on them, Zed and Mike could get away with that? But we'll see. Sorry guys. Got to be quiet there. Sort of went away at the best moment. But these are the leaders there. Noodles is out there at 6th, Twitch is in 7th. Modus, oh, he's banging along, but he's got Norman Ranger with him now. And Norm fancies a go. No, Ranger did have the pace. He had the race position as well. Ranger was the first one to jump, and I think it was a little bit too early from Ranger, so I think he's going to be a little bit disappointed with his end result tonight, because he's definitely got the pace to fight for a podium. Just something was off for him and he went in early. But look at this. This is off the chart at the moment. This is fantastic racing. Got all three fitting almost on the same part of the track. Norm gets a great drive and run out of it. Ranger the same thing. Motors though will just hold his line in 10th for the moment. But I will definitely look into that wireless headset there, Daniel. So Mike leading. Zed. Oh, a little bit long for Zed. That's going to be a lot of time lost. Through turn 6. Look at this, through 6. Yeah, he didn't lift at all, did he? And then once that car hit the dirt out there, so he'll have to be careful not to flirt with track limits too much there, because that is definitely, there's another one. I think the tyres are gone, so no surprise we see Zed and Mike in. Where does Mike come out at the end of this? His pit crew, get ready. Groover still going. Groover was not one of the drivers that I saw start on the medium. No, he's still putting them on. Apex on those sports softs still. Risky on those mediums. Remember, Noodles gets out. Twitchy down there in 5th. Ranger ahead of Norm. Here we go. Look at those mediums. And there it is. There's Mike. He's come out in 9th. Zed's come out in 10th. And they can use the soft tyre now to the end. Ahead of Razor, ahead of GT King, and ahead of Fubble Trouble. Let's just double check these guys' tyres. Yes, there's Fubble's on the softs. King also on those softs. And Razor on the mediums now. And so is Zed. Alrighty. We've got a race on our hands here, folks. And Jared Kerr, close, tight racing. Always great to see, you're not wrong. Groover leading. So things are just a little bit messed up at the moment. But things will normalise once these pit stops takes. But I think there might be a few undercuts happening here. Just because of the length of the pit here. Look how long this is. Still waiting. He's fallen to 7th. Still waiting. Motors is coming in now. There you go. Now, do they need fuel? Quick stop from Groover. No fuel needed. Groover, though, will return somewhere 9th and 10th. So this midfield battle gets heated up once again. And Mike's out there in 6th. Just ahead of that is Norman Ranger. So yeah, like I said, Ranger, early stop for Ranger, but I don't know, how much time did he lose? Is he where he wants to be in the track? We'll wait and find out. But his tyres are going to be used a lot more than those ahead of him. Norm seems to be pulling him out at the moment. Now we've got half the field back on the mediums. We've got the guys at the back now, back on the softs. Zed did a great thing last week where he fought back through the field by the end of it. He got himself into some good positions. Just remind you, he was on the mediums. So Apex is still pushing hard. I wonder how much longer Apex can go for. Let's have a look at his tyre life. Yeah, it's a little bit wasted there, and he's coming in. And Risky not too far behind. So Risky and Noodles go back to 1st and 2nd. Twitchy will find himself in 3rd place. And Twitchy's looking to get some first points of the season tonight. Twitchy's on 0. There it is on the left-hand side of your screen. We've got Ranger and Norm at the moment, who are doing battle for the best of the top 5. Ranger has 20 points as he was second last week. Norm, 9 points. So 11 points separate these two, but just fractions of a second. Tenths of a second is all that differentiates them tonight. Norm definitely looking to get a leg up on Ranger in that Selby car. Let's see what Norm can do about that, though. Got 11 laps remaining here at Laguna Seca for the Season 14 Round 2 event for RaceOnOz. I hope you guys have been enjoying the action tonight. And don't forget, if you want to get in on the ground floor with certain things or support us, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com/Demo1Garage. It's similar to Patreon, and there will be perks for those that do. Enter the monthly as well as the one-offs. So yeah, make sure you check it out. But if you're unable to, one of the other ways you can is just hitting like on the video, sharing it with your friends, and leaving a comment, letting us know what you liked, didn't like as well. So thanks for being with us, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and follow. We've got many events here in Demo 1. It's not just RaceOnOz on GT Sport. We've got ACC, GT Sport, we've got Project Cars 2, one of those events on Wednesday, and Formula 1, Formula 2 coming in the following weeks as well. So something for everybody here. Zed's getting his up and on Mike behind him. Zed's targets a Ranger and Norm ahead of him. So do not discount Zed. He's one of those late, a little bit wide. That's a mistake that's going to cost him a bit of time. And how much will that affect his late game race? Groove is up to 8th. We've got Razor and Apex now. So there's a battle for the top 10. GT King getting through. He's on that quicker tyre now in that Gamesman car. Some decent lap times through. They take a lot of that curb up on the inside, don't they? Corner 10. Oh, sorry, corner 9 before that. Rainy curve. Into 10. This is turn 11. Another sausage curb up on the inside. Run it wide. Use all the available runoff there. And then get onto that front straight. Get through the kink of the first turn. Brake. Downhill. Into the Andretti hairpin. And do your best to come out the other side in one piece. They've all done that. Some great racing all the way through, up and down the field at the moment. So there's positions that are unfinished. There are, what I'm trying to say, there are positions that will definitely change before we see that checkered flag waving. Who will be where? I think GT King's going to be up a few. He's going to go for a move here. Good one up on the inside. Not much Apex can do there, but sit and watch. Well done to GT. There's no instant reply from Apex either, so that's encouraging for GT King. Got a good exit out of there. He was immediately up into the exhaust of Apex. Saw that inside line open. Apex knew it was a futile effort and just left it for him to take. But a clean overtake nonetheless, and that's what we like to see. GT King's on his way forward. He's in the top 10. And he'll be looking to get his first Division 1 points as well. He was in Division 2 last week. So Risky leads 4 seconds. It's a good lead for Risky. Noodles holding off Twitchy for the time being. We're at the countdown to the checkered flag now. 7-8 laps. The Noodles will have to be very clinical in the way he finishes off this event. Small mistakes, obviously Twitchy will take to them like flies to your picnic. But I think Noodles is doing a pretty good job. Might be overdriving a little bit. We're just seeing some of the tyres drop off outside the track limits here. Is the pressure getting to Noodles a little bit? Might it be? Twitchy licking his lips at the opportunity though. Don't forget tomorrow morning, SFR return. For their community event. 11 a.m. Brisbane time. I think it's 8 p.m. for the US New York time. So we're looking forward to that. And then we have another RaceOnOz event on Tuesday with ACC, the Pro-Am class round 2 event at Paul Ricard. To stay on top of all that, just make sure you followed us here on YouTube or Facebook. So this racing up the front is pretty standard at the moment. There will be some close battles though that will unfold in the closing stages. The rest of these drivers now looking to just improve the best they can. Groove is up to 8th now. Razor defending GT King now. Razor outside at the Andretti hairpin. King holds that inside and King, he's on his way forward. He's schooling the field of drivers through here. This is how you overtake. Razor though doing the right thing and giving plenty of room. They both gave each other respect. And that's exactly what attracts so many people to this league. Professional level of the racing. So headsets. Orange Juice saying good things about the Hyper X Cloud 2 and the Steel Series up to 7. Thank you, I'll take that on board, Mr. Juice. Because I have absolutely no idea. Because I really don't think when I bought these Astro A50s back when I bought them, I don't think there were many. So when did I buy them? Like 2014. There weren't, maybe even before that actually, maybe 2012. Because I think I bought them for the PS3. Anyway, that's not that important. But when I bought them, there just weren't there weren't many options available. And since then, obviously the wireless headset world has changed dramatically, and it's not a technology that I keep a close eye on. IT might be my thing that my job, but headsets, wireless headsets definitely aren't. So Razor and Apex now going head to head. Oh no. The audio is not coming from these headsets. The audio is coming from a proper broadcasting microphone. Razor though, he's got that inside, 64. He tried to turn in, but there was absolutely nowhere to go. There was Razor blocking. Apex wants to get the drive up towards turn 6. But yes, he will back out because there's no way the racing line will work through there. I use what's called a Rode Procaster. That's the brand of microphone I use. It was pretty expensive, but I wanted the audio to sound professional. So I hope, like I was saying earlier, I hope that's how it comes through. Because the main way you interact with me is not through video, it's through audio. And I've listened and watched esport events where the audio from the commentary is absolutely appalling, and it's something that annoys the hell out of me, and I didn't want to do that to my audience. So, another move from 64, and Rays is back on the back foot again. With only 5 to go, this one's going to be contentious. Oh, and Razor might be overdriving a little bit. Sliding the Nissan GTR around Laguna Seca. He's feverishly clawing back. But 64 keeps it a clean line, and he's made himself a bit of a gap at the moment. Well, thank you, Juice. That's exactly what I wanted. Like I said, I'm trying to maybe change the way we look at, I don't know, just change the way people look at esport commentary. It doesn't have to be boring, but it can still be professional. I like, this is a little bit vain of me, but I like to call the style that I use of commentary called social commentary. Not in the fact that I'm sitting here and making YouTube videos about other YouTubers. Twitchy though, he's up that inside. It's been a popular place to move. Noodles might have been a little wide. Somehow he's held it together, and he's held off the barrage of attacks coming from Twitchy, who is still looking for his first championship points, might I add. But yeah, there's a lot of esport commentators, professional. Oh, another coming together. Twitchy, I knew this was coming. Twitchy says, I'm here to play. Noodles knows he's here to stay as well. Good move, though. Yeah, there's plenty new, old, professional, and still learning the trade. And they either aren't as professional as I think they should be, or they try to emulate the real world too much. I've got the opportunity to talk with you guys, talk to you guys, get feedback from you guys live, get your live reactions. I want to make the most of that, so that is the aim of the game. And along the way, if we can boost sim racing to a bigger audience and get more people into it, the better. And hopefully I can do it through things like this. Twitchy though, he's really put the power down now. Let's have a look at his last lap time. It was a 142 compared to Noodles, who did 148, so 0.6 difference. Will that be the same at the end of this lap? Because we are getting to the pointy end of this one. Penultimate lap is coming up next, and there's 28 laps. We're on the 26, so it is time for Twitchy to get a hustle on. I don't think he'll catch Risky at this point, but Noodles, oh, he's just looking to hold on to the podium. But yes, tonight this headset I've been wearing has hardly been working. It's weird. I've been talking to you in complete silence with it cutting in and out every now and then. So yeah, I think the headset I've got is on its way out, unfortunately. So Noodles, I think, is slowing down a little. That lap from Twitchy was unmatched from Noodles here. We will get an updated lap time as we cross the line to start the penultimate lap. They can still see Risky just there in the distance, but I think it's a little too late to move up there. Noodles, a 1 minute 40.0. Would have been a good time from Twitchy. 1:39.7, yeah, so Twitchy has really gained extra pace and power here at the end. Mike's up to 4th. He's ahead of Norm. And Norm's sliding into that second turn. He's definitely looking for gaps. There's more fights happening. Zed gets through past Groover. Groover's out on the outside, inside for the next right-hand turn. Zed's not giving up on it, though. Can he get the up and under done? Maybe push Groover into a mistake. Rangeraus, he's back down there in 9th. So that early pit stop from Ranger has absolutely hurt his final finishing position. He'll be looking to improve that next week at Mount Panorama, but as Laguna Seca comes to a close, Groover up to 7th. Zed just holds 8th for the time being. But I must say, my driver of the day is GT King. He started on the mediums. He was at the back of the field when this all started. He's now up to 6th. And he was in Division 2 last week. So my accolades for this race go all the way to GT King. Risky though. We'll be the first to see that checkered flag fly, and he gets his revenge after last week, and he proves he can win. And he's done it here at Laguna Seca. Twitchy GT comes across second, and a podium will finish it off with Noodles. Mike has just stayed ahead of Norm, so 5th and 6th is sorted there. Groover held it ahead of Zed. And Rangeraus inside the top 10 ahead of Apex. And then it's Motors 560 and Razor. And Fubble Trouble at the end will take 13th, but it's Captain Risky's. It's his day to shine. And he did it here in the Californian sun at the very, very technical Laguna Seca. I thought he was Div 2. I must be thinking of someone else doing it. But let's just pretend GT King was Div 1. I've been saying it so much now that I just have to pretend. But yes, it was risky stuff. Oh, sorry, I've gone a lap early. I thought that was the last lap. I've never done that before. I've never finished a race a lap early. So they're still racing in it. Oh, 64's had it off. Oh, he's come out a little wide. I wondered why we didn't see the checkered flag actually flying. Usually you see that nice shot of it. So there it is. This is the shot I was looking for. Captain Risky does take it. Twitchy held second, and it was Noodles anyway that held third. Mike still stayed ahead of Norm, and this is the final lap, because that is the checkered flag proper. King, Groover, Zed, and it was Apex stayed ahead of Ranger as well, so Ranger really lost out towards the end. Then it's Motors, then it's Razor, and Fumble Trouble. But like I said, GT King gets my driver of the day. There's our final results as well. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. And I'm sure Risky has as well. Pole position, the fastest lap, and a clean race. You got the clean sweep today. But that will end tonight's broadcast at least. We do have a 1 in the morning. And it will be the SFR event from 11 a.m. So hope to see some of you there. But from me, here in the booth, it's a good night. Have a great week as well this week, guys. And I'll see you very shortly. But until then, good night. And yeah, may your races be fun.